that you had a great week last week and that you were able to continue down your path of spiritual growth and personal development. I know right now the energy is really creating this stir within a lot of people. It is so important right now that we take the time to recognize any old thoughts and feelings that we never dealt with or worked through. Now is the time to start releasing and letting go of those things. I know for me personally, it's coming in the form of pain within my body. I know I've talked about this in previous weeks that my fibromyalgia pain has been really bad. That is starting to calm down some. However, due to all of the snow and things happening in my state right now, in my area, a lot of things that I do for personal self-care, such as chiropractic care and massage and things like that, a lot of that stuff is getting rescheduled and canceled and postponed. And what I'm learning through that experience is everything that I am doing for myself on a weekly basis to really just take care of my body and what I feel my body needs. It's not handling the changes and the postponing and the delays that are occurring due to things that are out of my control. Now, mind you, today I was very much looking forward to getting a massage. It was in the midst of all the snow we're getting. We had to cancel. One reason why I was looking forward to that is due to my chiropractor appointment last week being postponed. And literally the day after I didn't go, my SI joint jammed up and I had all this pain in my back. And so I keep thinking to myself, man, this massage is going to be really helpful. And now that got canceled. So I'm going to talk about this because I feel like I'm not the only one that's having this experience right now. It might not look just like my experience, but I feel like this is kind of a struggle with a lot of people. And I know this has a lot to do with all of our spiritual growth and personal development. But for me personally, all this certain pain in specific areas that I have been getting over the last couple months has been bringing up a lot of old stuff. So for instance, my SI joint going out and jamming up. I experienced pain like this not long after my girls came home from the NICU and I had to start like bending and lifting and carting them around. And due to just the pregnancy and to the degenerative disc disease in my low back and the arthritis in my low back, I was having situations where my disc would slip and my hips would shift an inch to the right or to the left. And I would literally, if you looked at me, it looked like a zigzag. And the pain was so unreal that it felt as if I was going to be paralyzed. It was scary. Whew, I didn't know I was going to feel this when I got on here. But who am I kidding? I have literally been crying out what feels like rivers the last couple months. So as soon as this pain went into my hip, I could feel that my hip was locking up. It felt like even if I tried to walk on it, like my one leg felt a little longer than my other leg. And I was like, all right, the only thing I can do is all the things I did 8-9 years ago when I experienced all these issues with my back. So I was stretching and icing and walking and heating and laying and stretching and icing and walking and heating and doing all of these different things that I felt was best for my body. Plus I was taking some like natural anti-inflammatories and things like that to help it. I was trying to rest. I was just trying to keep my mindset as sane-like as I could. But the thing is what I have discovered the last couple days in this pain that I've been going through, which has calmed down some in the last day or two. It's still there, but it's calmed down, is the fact that it made me relive the 2 years where my hips kept shifting and then finally my disc slipped and was sitting on a nerve root and I spent 18 months with tingling down my leg while trying to take care of 2 medical babies and a husband who was working out of town 6 days a week. And I had very little help, but I did it. But here's the thing. I did it because I pushed all of the stuff aside and I tried to do everything that I could to overcome and override the pain that I had, because at that moment in my life, I had to take care of medical babies, and that was more important to me than taking care of myself. So now I'm in this moment and this time in my life where my body is like, okay, we can't hold on to this anymore. If you want to keep growing spiritually, if you want to reach out to the world and you want to help others to remove blockages and to heal, and you want to continue to work on your intuitive connection to all your connection to the divine. Like, I can't hold on to all of this like pain that is like shoved within the muscles and the cells of my system. Like, yes, am I still intuitive? Of course. Yes. Can I help others on their spiritual path, which I know is my calling? Absolutely. But the more I work, the more I do the work for myself in order to heal, in order to rise above it, in order to live my best life, it's only just going to allow me to not be better for me, but better for everybody around me, better for the tribe that is out there, that is looking for forward movement and personal development. And I know that this is just part of the journey. Sometimes we go through things in life that are hard and uneasy because it's an ability for us to grow. And you have to look at it like that if you want it to grow. Now, absolutely, there have been moments in this situation, especially today after my massage appointment had to get canceled. Because literally there was a snow squall warning. Like, seriously, come on, universe. Snow squall warning right when I was supposed to be leaving. Okay, so that right there, okay, my brain went into the victim mode for it. Well, I was trying not to go there, but it was like, what the fudge? You know, here I am trying to actively do things to take care of myself, my physical body, and what I need what I felt I needed to do to help get the pain better so that I can work through the emotions and everything that I was feeling. And again, it was like, nope, we're canceling it. Okay, so here's the thing. I asked myself when this happened, I didn't ask myself, I asked my angels and guides. I said, okay, what is going on here? I don't want to roll up into this victim role mode of like, oh, woe is me. I can't catch a break. Everybody is against me. You know, that conversation that we have with ourselves when we start feeling like nothing's going our way. Well, I got a distinct message on that, because I have told myself that the only way I can physically feel better beyond what I'm doing is if I only get a massage, or I only get chiropractic care, or I only get acupuncture. But that is not helping me to fully release the emotional stuff that's hung up in my right hip right now. So yes, will that help some with the muscle tension and inflammation? Yes, but it's not going to help me with letting go and releasing whatever I am feeling, whatever old thoughts and feelings that I'm going through. It's not going to help me heal that. So I know that I've just got some extra work to do today, and maybe tomorrow. And thankfully I will get that massage next week, but I need to actively work on taking care of the emotional, mental reason why I'm feeling this pain. Now, I say this to you because I want you to think about a situation that you're struggling with right now. What is something that maybe it's been lingering for months or years, or just things where you feel like, oh my God, I have the worst luck in the world, or I just feel like I can't catch a break, or why does this keep happening to me? All right, there's lessons in that. There's lessons that need to be learned in that. Just like one big lesson that I have learned in this is my kids have been amazing. Like, if I need help, if I need a heating pad, like I have one of those heating pads that it's not like the one you plug in, it's the one that you heat up the microwave. What are they, like neck wraps? Yeah, that's what it is. But I have a back wrap. And, they were hanging out with me this weekend when I was laid up in bed and I really couldn't move. But if I needed something, they helped me out and got it for me. And they just gave me extra hugs and extra love. And for a lot of my life, when I was struggling in pain, I felt like no one got it, understood, or really fully supported me. Now, that's just my experience. So I don't want to negate that other people maybe didn't give that to me, but I didn't feel that or maybe receive that in the way that I'm receiving it through my kids. But then there's a bit of guilt that goes along with that, because now I'm like, oh, I feel guilty because I'm their mother and I'm supposed to be taking care of them and they're not supposed to be taking care of me. But the thing is why not? Like, isn't that what you do for one another when you love each other? I haven't really seen that modeled so much in my life. I've done a lot of the taking care of, but haven't felt too much like I have been taken care of. And no part of my lesson is that I have to learn how to take care of myself, but I also have to learn how to be able to receive when others want to physically support me by getting me heat wraps, or emotionally support me by give me a hug when I'm having a hard time. Okay, I was not planning on coming on here for Motivational Monday and crying to you, but I know it's happening for a purpose. Because part of healing is being vulnerable enough to tell the truth, to be honest with your feelings, and to release. So part of crying, I always say crying is cleansing. So it's really important this week, which may or may not feel very motivational, but it's really important this week that you who are listening, I want you to start thinking about the things in your life that are feeling like setbacks to you, or feeling like you can't get ahead, or either you might have physical pain or emotional pain or mental pain or anything like that. I want you to work to get yourself out of victim mode, because we all go there once in a while, or a lot. And this week is the week to start going within and really thinking and feeling, why is this experiencing happening? If you're starting to feel old emotions creeping up that you haven't felt in years, or memories of other situations that are similar to what you're going through now, that is yourself. That is your higher self telling you it is time to release it and let go. And it's time to forgive yourself. It's time to forgive yourself, because if you have been punishing yourself for the choices and decisions that you have been making, now is the time to forgive and to release and to let go and start new and start fresh. So like me, every time I feel like it's time, like I just have to cry, or I have to be honest or vulnerable about what's going on in my life, I'm just allowing it to happen. And I feel much better afterwards. But it's necessary. It's necessary in order to let those things go. Yes, for me personally, I spent a lot of time in what I call like emergency medical mode, where all I was doing for years was just making sure that my kids were living, were staying alive, and that they had a chance at life, and that they were as medically caught up as they could be, and that I took care of them and gave them love and support and whatever they needed. And in a lot of that, I forgot about myself. And in my spiritual growth and development and awakening, there comes times in my cycle in life, and it plays a big role with the energetic cycles a lot of times going on within the planet, on the earth, or whatever, where my self starts to feel that next onion layer ready to let go. And this time within these last several months where I've been feeling physical pain, the physical pain is just a representation of the emotional pain and stress that I put on my body that I didn't realize I hadn't released yet. And it's coming up now because it's ready. It's ready to let go. It's ready to release. And the reason why it's so ready to release now is because it's time. It's time for me to take a step up on my spiritual journey. And just like with you, whatever you're going through right now, whatever you feel like you've kind of been just like lingering and dealing with for months now, it's time for you to work through it, to let go, to forgive yourself, and to realize that you have the ability to step up and move forward. You have the ability to let go, release, receive, and forgive. And that you are allowed to continue to move forward in your spiritual growth and development. And no, it doesn't always look pretty, and that's okay. And I'm glad that Spirit said, you're going to be vulnerable today, and you're going to show some emotions, and you're going to cry, because people need to see that. People need to understand that we're not all perfect. We're all on our journey. None of us are perfect. We're all moving through things in our journey. And as someone who really wants to support others on their spiritual journey and their spiritual growth and development, it's important that the people who feel that or are guided to work with me, that you understand that I am just as an imperfect being as you are. I just might be further ahead on some of the things that I've worked on, which is what allows me to share my wisdom and my intuitive guidance because of where I'm at. And some of you might be listening today that are saying, oh yeah, I've been there, done that. I've peeled those layers off. I get how she's feeling. You know, I applaud you for all of the work that you're doing. And those of you who are beginning your work or wherever you are in your journey, I applaud you, because this work is something that you don't just do for a couple weeks and it's over with. You know, we are constantly have the opportunity in this lifetime to continue to grow. And that's just what I'm going to do, is to continue to allow myself to grow and continue to put myself out there in an honest and vulnerable way, hoping that I can be inspirational for others to want to continue their spiritual growth. So with that being said, this week, let's do some emotional work. I'm doing it too. I'm working through why I'm feeling this pain. And clearly I wasn't allowed to just get the relief from physical aspects, because the relief is going to come as I release the emotional aspects of it. So continue to do self-care, allow yourself to meditate, allow yourself to take those soft baths, allow yourself to stretch, allow yourself to eat healthy fruits and vegetables and food options, and be grateful for the nourishment that you put in your body. Allow yourself to walk and move and be grateful that you're breathing the air that you're breathing, because even if you're in pain like I'm in pain, we are awake. My hip might hurt, but I can move. I can think freely. I can breathe air. I am grateful for so many things that I have. And I hope that you are grateful for the things that you have as well. And I just encourage you to continue to do the work, no matter how hard it is, no matter how frustrating and stressful it can be at times. I encourage you to continue to move forward, because as you lift the burdens that you feel on your shoulders, as you lift and release those, you will feel lighter, you will feel better, you will feel emotionally better, you will feel physically better, and you deserve that, because we are all love, we are all light. So I ask that you continue to do your work as I continue to do mine, and I would love for you to share with me all of the wonderful things that you are doing and all the inspirational things that you are doing. And I will continue to get on here every week and be honest and open with you as much as I humanly possibly can. Now, speaking of self-care, I do have an online sound healing session available. It's the group healing session. It is going to be on Sunday, the 28th at 7 to 7:45. I love these because really I just culminate the energy of all of the people that are there. I ask my guides and my loved ones and my angels, what is it that we need? And I am just completely guided as to what instruments to use and the order in which to use them. It is always a beautiful experience. The experience is different every single time. If you want to know more about that, you can go to my website, tuneinwithmolly.com, and click on my services page. If you are looking for any individual services, I do have some options available there. Right now I have a lot of all of my one-on-one services are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekend times. So, and we do those online right now. So anybody can get on and sign up, and an online sound healing session or Reiki session or soul movement coaching, all of those things work beautifully online just as they would in person. So if you're interested in that, please go check that out on my website, tuneinwithmolly.com. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, all those social media things. But I just wish continued growth and soul movement on your journey. I am rooting for you so much. Love and light. Have a beautiful week. I will be tuned back in next Monday. See you then.